It's that time of the season where the pressure mounts on NBA coaches, and I'm willing to bet Adrian Griffin and Wes Unseld Jr. will not be the only head coaches fired this season, because I'm looking at Steve Clifford with the Charlotte Hornets, who are currently 11-41. Oh my goodness. There's no way they can retain him. I mean, first of all, you're sitting up there with LaMelo Ball, Brandon Miller, and Miles Bridges as the cornerstone of your franchise. And you've only won 11 games all season. Now, granted, LaMelo has been injured. He's only played about 22 games this season, but Brandon Miller and Miles Bridges have been really available for them. And yeah, I'm looking at a terrible winning record for Steve Clifford.
I agree with you 100%. And unfortunately, let me tell you who put the nail in the coffin. Terry Rozier. When he said, when he got traded to the Miami Heat, and I'm paraphrasing what he said, but in essence, he's saying that is a losing culture that they have in Charlotte. When he said that coach needs to start packing up your desk. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. How many more years will the Charlotte Hornets be at the bottom of the conference? How many more years? How many more years will that organization accept that lackluster play? Come on, you got to be kidding me. When you're looking at teams like the Pacers, right? At the bottom, now they're at the top. I mean, what? The Sacramento Kings last season, and they still holding on strong this season. You think that Charlotte Hornets want to keep going through that cycle? No, they don't. With LaMelo
Yeah.
Ball, now what he will do is put some fans in stands, and can't nobody watch their games. They can barely get even any nationally televised games. I mean, come on, franchise. You just can't continue to accept that. So yeah, I agree. That coach is in the hot seat, and Terry Rozier sealed the deal. He put the nail in the coffin. He
Yeah,
did.
he
With that
did.
statement, it was a wrap. It's a wrap. Yeah, I
Yeah,
100% agree with you.
and to think that this is Steve Clifford's second stint with the Charlotte Hornets. I mean, at one point,
Second,
yeah,
they let him go before, so y'all brought him back and nothing has changed. You know, the losing culture is what gets me. I'm like, you can't just be the culture of losing. Like, you just accept the losses. Like, what?
I know.
How do those players even get taped up? How do they even do it?
I don't
How do
even
they even
know.
drive on
I
the?
don't
How
even
do they
know.
even drive? How do they even get on the charter airplane? How do they do it?
To suit up to lose, like guaranteed loss. Yeah. Yep. And I think he kind of lost the locker room too, because there was one instance where guys were getting blown out. I mean, like 40 points. They over there laughing and joking on the bench. It was terrible.
Didn't care. No, they need someone else. And there's a couple of coaches that will be available. And so, hopefully they'll, get into the Charlotte Hornets will get into the coaching pool and pull a new one. But there is no way they can retain him and bring him back for next season. I 100%. You know what? It's been real, but you got to go. Yeah, I agree. Speaking of it's been real, you got to go. Hate it or love it. If the Los Angeles Lakers do not make it deep in the postseason, Darvin Ham is out. Yeah. Darvin Ham is out. I don't know what else to say. If the Lakers can fire Frank Vogel, who brought them a championship in 2020, what makes you think Darvin Ham is going to sit up in there with an inaugural in-season tournament win? It's going to hold him. It just ain't going to do it. I'm sorry. And you got the King LeBron James on your roster?
Yeah.
It doesn't. It ain't going to happen. I know. It's probably not popular, but y'all, 3 seasons. This is 3rd season. Frank Vogel held on for 3. I'm just saying. And he brought them a championship. What do you think Darvin Ham gonna do? I mean, blame it on the roster, blame it on availability, blame it on no major trades during the trade down, but blame it on whatever you want to blame it on. But who will not be blamed is any of those players. And Darvin Ham, you in the hot seat.
He sure is, because with LA, it's championship or bust, right?
Always. And I think the Lakers, they have a 3-season threshold. And
He's coming up on it.
it's coming up. Your contract, well, your tolerability is getting ready to expire. It just is. And I really hate it for him. Yeah.
Yeah, Coach Ham is on my list as well, because anytime you got LeBron James sending out cryptic tweets,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
doesn't help retain the head coach, because they're not going to get rid of LeBron, AD.
No.
They're players, we know it's a players league.
Yeah,
So the coaches
exactly.
always get blamed, and it's a firestorm on Twitter every time the Lakers play, because fans are like, "Oh my God, I hate this rotation. Oh my God,
I
why
hate the
is he
rotation.
starting
Yeah.
this five?"
Yes, yes, yes.
It's just ridiculous. Now,
You know,
granted, they have had injuries, but every team has them, right? We can't use that as an excuse. Yeah, Coach Ham, I do believe this is last season as well. Yeah, another team kind of teetering with it. 10 seasons as a head coach, Steve Kerr.
he's on my list too. Yeah, I
Yeah,
know, I know, I
Steve
know.
Kerr.
I
He's
know.
he's been exposed.
Yeah.
And although it appears the Warriors are finally starting to get together, nah, after 10 seasons and a couple of championships, it's just time for a fresh voice, right? The big three is getting older. You might as well bring in a new coach that will kind of steer the next generation of players for the Golden State Warriors into the future. And I don't believe that that's Steve Kerr
It
at
is
all.
not. No, it's not. And Bob Myers, he already told you. He got out when the getting was good. He was like, you know
Yes.
what? It's been real, Golden State Warriors, but I'm gonna go ahead over here and I'm gonna sit on EFC. I'm gonna sit on TV with ESPN. But I'm not doing this no more. He saw the writing on the wall. Steve
Yes.
Kerr, you got to see it. You got to see it too. It's time. It's time.
I know,
No,
I know, I know.
yeah.
Yeah.
But no, he's on my list as well.
Mm-hmm.
You had a great run. No, he's had a
Yeah.
great run, very successful run. Will go down in history as one of the you know best coaches of I think of the NBA, considering who he had on his roster. I mean, Steph Curry made it easy for him, right?
Yes.
Draymond
Yes.
Green made it easy for him. Klay Thompson made it easy for him.
Mm-hmm.
However, as you mentioned, they are an aging group. Now, not, they're aging group, and they got some young guns on that roster that can really start to hold it down. I don't think he's suited for the new generation of Golden State Warrior players. I don't think so. So yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Steve Kerr, yeah, your time is up. Speaking of time is up. I don't care about your contract extension, the silent contract extension that you received. Billy Donovan. But you, sir, the Bulls cannot. They cannot tolerate another season with this. And you, sir, Billy Donovan, is on the hot seat. I'm sorry. You should be packing up your desk slowly. Open up a drawer, put that stuff in the bag and take it home. Because your time, I don't care. I know you signed a new contract. I know your contract wasn't up, but you signed a new one. I get it. I get it. But the fans don't get it. And we don't care. We don't like your rotation. Mm-mm. We don't like you. We don't like the fact that you don't know how to lead. Now I know you got them veteran players and Zach Levine and DeMar DeRozan, and that's fine. But I'm need for you to coach. Yeah, you the coach, not them. You, right? And you got
Mm-hmm.
these young players because Kobe White. Oh my! Have you seen him play lately?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Lonzo who? I'm just saying. But
Yeah. Yeah.
it's time. I won't do my pop lock, but it's over,
Mm.
and Bulls nations deserve better.
Yeah, it's true. I don't have Billy Donovan on my list. I think it's a foregone conclusion that he's done. Right? Yeah, that he is done. There's no way. And teams don't have a problem firing one guy, still paying him, even though he's not the head coach. I mean, I
Okay.
think the Bucks are dealing with that right now with Adrian Griffin. He's still on payroll. I think it's Coach Buzz still on payroll, and they're playing Doc Rivers right now. Teams don't care about all that.
Mm, 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 mm.
So Billy
Yeah,
Donovan, yeah, I think it's a wrap for
it's a
him.
wrap. Yeah, I think so
Mhm.
too. I got a couple of honorable mentions now. I know this coach is like maybe a few games in, but
You
Doc Rivers.
better. I.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. When the Bucks finally see what he gonna do, because apparently they didn't see what he did with the Clippers. Clearly, they didn't see what he did with the Sixers. Clearly, they haven't seen it. And right now, I mean, they squeaking out wins, but I ain't too impressed personally. So he may not. I mean, I know he's new, right?
He
And
did.
can you imagine? Can you imagine
Mm-mm.
in season hiring, and then at the end of the season they're like, you know what? Mm-mm. Oops,
Oh.
we made a mistake. So I just say he needs to be like, it may not be the hot seat, but it is lukewarm. That's it's a lukewarm seat. So the interim coach that they have for the Wizards, Coach Keefe, sir. this is your time. This is it. You can really, I don't know what more you can do, but if you can at least get the Wizards to get at least 25 wins, I think you may be all right. They may give you a contract. They may give you a contract, but mm-mm.
Uh,
Get ready. Don't even get comfortable. Don't even get comfortable.